So, Nye, we have had a wonderful discussion.
A blast.
A blast.
A blast.
Yes. And you have imparted so much wisdom, so many nuggets, so many things. I wish I was writing some things down. Thankfully, we can go back and watch this. But let's sum it up. Like, what words of advice, because that's what we're talking about, advice we had taken. If you had the opportunity to sit in a room with some young people or some people not, your age, what advice would you think is most important for them to know?
It's all sorts of advice out there, Patrice. It really is. And I get advice every day. What I would say is always be open to the advice that you're being given.
Okay.
But always be very careful of who is giving that advice.
Okay. Not just the message, but the messenger.
It's the who.
Okay.
And if this person that is giving you that advice is vested in you, take some heed to it.
Okay.
And we know the people that are vested in us.
Yes, absolutely.
We feel it. We know it. We don't even have to blink and ask. And just keep going back to those people when the times don't always go as you envision them to go.
Okay.
You will make mistakes, and we are enough. I'm going to walk out here today, and I'm probably going to make a mistake into something.
We'll get something wrong.
I will. And if I don't know, my children, as I said, will let me know. Mom, you have tumbled and fallen this time. But what I would say is have a base. My base is my religion and my family. And when people give you advice, and when you are seeking advice, seek advice from those people who are your base.
Yes.
And who are vested in you. And most importantly, as my mom used to say, ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft.
Ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft.
She always said that. So when people do good by you, go back and say thank you.
Oh, how important.
How important.
And sometimes we are so against taking advice because we do the whole about who she thinks she is or who he thinks he is. Or, so you're trying to tell me what to do. Well, look at you.
Yes.
As opposed to being open enough to, one, understand that they mean no harm.
Yes.
And sometimes, yes, there are people who want us to do better. Sometimes just not better than them.
Yes.
But there are some people who genuinely want us to thrive.
Yes.
And to succeed and to be better people and things like that. And so let's be open to taking that advice. And so as much wisdom as you have shared, you still are open to learning from people.
Because I don't have it all.
Right.
Life changes. And people look at you and say, obviously, Deputy Commissioner, in the spotlight a lot. You have to say, well, who am I going to for advice? What does that look like?
Right.
And being vulnerable enough. Because sometimes you're in a leadership position and people are not always vulnerable enough to say, Teresa, I just don't know.
Right. Yes.
I just don't know, but how can you help me?
Right. Because we all need help, no matter where we are.
Yes.
We need help.
We need help.
Guidance. We need support.
So you'll do this show next week, and I would have learned more lessons.
Yes.
But I'm happy that I'm learning them.
And we are happy too.
I'm happy that I'm learning them.
You have shared with us and made such a difference. Oh, I'm feeling like you are going to make a difference in someone's life. And I'm so glad that our paths cross.
Again.
I mean, it was meant for this to be. And I so appreciate you. And other people will as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. And have a good one.
You as well.
Okay.